Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing some more unit reviews. Now, if you guys don't know what this series is, essentially, you guys send me your best Genshin Impact units, and I rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, so we can determine who has the best units in Genshin Impact. Is it you? Is it me? I don't know. But today we're going to find out. If you would like to submit your own character for review, it's very simple. All you got to do is join my Discord, link in the description below. There, you will go to a hashtag unit review channel where you'll enter your character's name, your UID, and the server you're from. Then, just like that, you're entered for a chance to be in an upcoming unit review video. But with all that being said, let's get in to today's video. Alright, first up here we have Farina Usei, who has a bio which I don't feel like repeating on video today. Anyways, they want me to take a look at their Sino. Let's see here. Level 90 Sino, 1.4k attack. Also a nice 1k defense. Looking forward to those substats. Let's see the weapon. We got Staff of the Scarlet Sands. Sino best in slot. Great choice. Artifacts are going to be the 4-piece Glad. Not the best option, but it does work for him because he does do normal attack damage with his burst. No constellations. That's fine. And talents are 1, 10, 10. Great choice. Love to see that you're not wasting talent books to be a perfectionist, because there is literally no reason to level up the Sino normal attack. That being said, his burst does convert his normal attacks, and that's why you're using the 4-piece Glad. However, the 4-piece Glad is not the best choice. I honestly would rather opt for a combination of 2 pieces with potentially 2-piece EM set or 2-piece Thundering Fury. Even the 4-piece Thundering can be a little better. That being said, this isn't a bad option. When you have pieces like this, it somewhat justifies it because this is a nutty EM piece. You're even running the EM Sand, which I love to see. A little bit of crit rate, crit damage on there. That's nice. Feather, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage. Pretty good feather. Flower is going to have a lot of crit damage, a lot of crit rate. It was a 5-roller, but you got a couple min rolls. And the hat has a lot of defense, but it had some crit rate on there. I'd like to see a little more EM on the pieces. As you see, you're rocking 259 EM, which isn't the worst thing ever. But I think if you maybe got the 4-piece Gilded or the 4-piece Thundering, your Sino could be a lot better. That being said, you're still rocking 91 to 25, which is a pretty broken ratio. Maybe you could use a little more recharge. Sino's burst is pretty costly. Unless you're running him with Electro support, I would highly suggest getting some more ER on him if you could. But that being said, pretty damn good Sino. We're going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. Let's move on to the next unit. Next up here, we have Niara, who likes pink gremlin getaway drivers. Interesting. I guess that's why you're a Dory main. Let's look. The most hated character in Genshin Impact. You built them. Let's see it. And you know what? I actually really like Dory, to be fair. I think Dory is one of the coolest characters in the game. And if you want to see me build physical Dory, I'll link the video in the description. But let's take a look at this Dory. We're rocking the Katsugurkuri Nagazumandala. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what this weapon does. Increases elemental skill damage. Doesn't seem like that helped Dory. Artifacts are going to be the 4-piece Thundering Fury. What? Reaction-based Dory? Constellation 6, I respect it. And talents are going to be 10, 10, 10. Wow, you really like your Dory. Okay. Can't say that's what I expected. Well, with Dory, if you're going for an EM-based build to try to do a little bit more reaction damage, this can be a good set, but generally, I think for Dory, you kind of want a Noblesse, maybe a Deep-Wooded if you don't have another Deep-Wooded character, but I do see Nahida here in your roster of characters, so you can even run her on the 4 Deep-Wooded as well. But I'm interested to see here, what's reaction-based Dory like? We're rocking pretty good Flower, 15 ER, Feather. Pretty damn good. Even got some HP on there. That's actually like the perfect Dory piece. God damn. Goblet, pretty damn good. Oh my goodness, I'm jealous of these pieces. Oh boy, HP Goblet. Yeah, that's a good HP Goblet. Holy crap, bro. You have the perfect subs. How many dead subs do you have? None on this piece. 1 flat attack. None on this piece. 1 flat attack. Oh, you actually have a lot on this piece. Okay. Yeah, 3. I think that's 3 defense, 1 HP. Okay, so you have 5 dead subs out of what, like 40 something, yeah, you're doing pretty well. The only thing that could really use improvement is this goblet. And honestly, that won't be that hard because HP goblets are pretty common. I would know. Anyways, let's see your stats. So you got 29k HP. That's pretty good. Usually you have more on Dory, but you're going for a more versatile build here where you mix crit and EM into it. So 30k HP makes sense. You even got 1k attack. Wow, this is a really impressive Dory, actually. It doesn't look like a lot on the surface. And to be honest, you probably wasted a crown on her normal attack. Because let's be honest, you're not using physical Dory. But that being said, this is a very fun build, very versatile, can run in like multiple different team comps, even if Dory isn't the greatest character ever. I really like this build. I'm going to give you, honestly, I want to say 9.7 out of 10. This is a really solid Dory. Let's move on to the next unit. Next up, Why Sky Lie, who believes in cryo supremacy. I don't disagree necessarily. That being said, I am a Electro main, but I'll entertain the idea of cryo supremacy. Lila is the character we're reviewing. Weapon is going to be the Wolf Fang. This is the new Battle Pass weapon, right? Is this good for Lila? I don't think it necessarily is, but I haven't read up on it much. Generally, from the skill description, it looks like it increases elemental burst and skill damage and elemental skill and burst crit rate, which is kind of interesting. So this must be a DPS Layla then? Yeah, it looks to be a DPS Layla, utilizing her burst as the main source of damage. Okay, Constellation 5, not the 6, kind of disappointed. Talents though, 10, 10, 10. Okay, say less. Hey man, I respect it. Okay, the hat, crit damage, yep, that makes sense. You got some HP, some crit rate on there. Flower, ooh, baby. Oh my gosh, that's a nice flower. And then I'm expecting to see Cryo Damage Goblet. Yep, Cryo Damage Goblet. Not a bad piece. You got a little bit of crit rate, some crit damage, and some attack percent. A pretty decent piece. And then for the Feather, you got, oh my goodness, 35% crit damage and more HP. All right, the last one, the Sands here. Holy crap, you have 19% crit rate with 14 damage? That's insane. That is broken. That is absolutely busted piece right there. 74 to 10. Keep in mind, Layla definitely does not scale with any crit stats. You have 112 recharge. That may need to be improved a little. But other than that, I mean, holy crap. I would love to see how much damage this burst does on rotation. It must do an absolute crap load. Plus, imagine now in your heads the vision of pairing her with Chongyun with the cryo resonance, then fuse it with her normal attacks. Oh my goodness, she would do damage. Really cool build. I rate this build very highly. So we're going to give this Layla a 9.8 out of 10. Let's move on to the next build. Next up here, we got Lily, who wants me to review their Shenhe. Let's see here. Level 90 Shenhe. Now, Shenhe is more of a support unit, so I'm not expecting to see a DPS Shenhe here, but oh my goodness, you have 4k attack. Oh my goodness, I dream about this on my Shenhe. How do you have 4k attack? You must have Calamity Queller. You do have Calamity Queller. That makes complete and utter sense. Artifacts. Yeah, that makes sense. I imagine you have all attack percent on the 3 main pieces. Constellation 0 and talents. Ooh, not crowned. Interesting. Gonna have to take a couple points away for that. To be honest, I was expecting to see the crown after seeing the freaking damn 4k attack, which is busted as hell. Anyways, let's see these pieces. Attack percent Sands with a lot of recharge and crit stats. Crit stats aren't necessarily important for Shenhe, but they aren't wasted on her either. Her Feather, recharge, attack, crit damage, that's what I like to see. I like to prioritize recharge and attack on the Feather more than anything. The other substats don't matter as much. Flower, recharge, attack, good. This is exactly what I want to see. Prioritizing attack, prioritizing recharge. Those are the 2 main stats you want for Shenhe. Hat, more attack percent with a ton of recharge, good. This is a really nice hat as well. Goblet, attack percent, a ton of recharge. Yeah, you got everything sorted out for Shenhe. This is like the perfect Shenhe build. You have almost 20% recharge on every single piece, bringing you to a total of 188 recharge on sub stats alone. Not even main stats, because you aren't running an energy recharge sands. That's all from substats. That is pretty nutty. So 188% recharge. Crit stats are a little dead, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter for Shenhe. And 4k attack. Yeah, you have essentially what can be summed up as the perfect Shenhe, besides constellations and talents. I think genuinely, if you got the 10-10 on her, you would have the perfect Shenhe, and I might have given you a 10. Besides maybe a couple dead rolls on a few pieces. But because you're missing the 10-10, I think I'm going to go with a 9.5 out of 10 instead. Anyways, let's move on to the next build. Next up, Yumiko wants me to review their Albedo. Level 90 Albedo, 2.2k defense. That's nice. That's what I like to see from an Albedo. You're running the Harbinger of Dawn. Great weapon, although he did get a better one in a late event. You might have not done it though. What AR are you? AR-59, you probably did the Albedo event, so you should have the Spinabar, Swindle, can't remember the name of it, but I'll throw up a picture now weapon. That one's really good for him, but Harbinger isn't bad either, not at all. Artifacts are going to be 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dream, great choice. Constellation 0, and Talent 10-10-10. Why in the world did you crown his normal attack? In what realm are you using the Albedo normal attack? That being said, hey, you know what? I respect it. I respect it. Gotta stay true to your character. Gotta crown your favorite character, even if it's kind of pointless. Let's see these pieces. Hat. It's gonna be crit rate with a lot of crit damage, a lot of defense. Actually, that is the perfect Albedo. You got 2 crit damage, 2 defense. Great piece. Goblet. Ooh, interesting. You miss crit rate and damage every time. Hit flat defense 3 times and defense percent 2 times. Most characters that would be bad. For Albedo, that's pretty good. Sands, pretty decent. Flat defense doesn't go completely to waste on Albedo. That being said, I do think he overall prefers crit rate and damage to flat defense or defense percent, but that's already the main stat. So decent piece. Feather, crit rate, crit damage, defense, perfect. Flower, attack, crit damage, recharge, crit rate, another perfect piece. The amount of dead stats that you have here are very, very minimal. You have maybe 1 or 2 flat attack rolls, and other than that, you have almost a perfect substat Albedo. Let's see the substats. We're looking at 62 to 183, plus Harbinger is going to give you an extra 28% crit rate, so you're going to have 90 to 180 actually. That is like the perfect ratio. 104 recharge, maybe a little low, but Albedo's ultimate isn't all that important in his rotation. And 75% geo damage bonus. Yeah, very solid Albedo. I would maybe like to see another weapon, however. Harbinger isn't my favorite weapon on him, although it is good considering the fact it's a 3-star, but it does have low base attack, so you can definitely get an improvement there. Overall, perfect talents, could use a better weapon, pretty perfect artifacts. We're looking at what I want to say is at least a 9.3 out of 10 Albedo. And for our last review of the day, we have Miska here, who wants me to review their Noel. Level 90 Noel. Now, I've never played Noel in my life, except for when I made 1 or 2 videos about her. So my opinion of her is not all that high. Maybe we can change it today. Weapon is going to be Redhorn Stone Thresher. Oh goodness, Noel, you are about to be busted. Artifacts, 4-piece Husk, great choice. Constellation 6, and talents are 10-10-10. My goodness gracious. Okay, bro, there's no way this is good. It's Noel, but you have a Redhorn, and that gives a ton of defense. And you're also 10-10-10. This is pretty much perfect so far. Oh, imagine if Noel's my first 10. Well, let's see. Flower. Okay, thank goodness. It's not a 10 out of 10, but this is still a pretty decent flower. You got some crit rate, some damage. Not too shabby. May want to see a little defense on there. Feather. Whew, that's a good piece. That's nearly 50 CV. Not quite there, though, I don't think. Very, very close, however. Sands. Defense percent, recharge, crit damage, crit rate. Not a bad piece. Couple low rolls, but overall pretty decent. Goblet. Pretty damn good goblet. That's actually a really nice goblet. You only got defense, crit damage, crit rate. That's all you need for Noel. And your hat could be a little better. That has a lot of flat HP. Not the greatest piece ever, but other than the hat, you got 4 really solid pieces on there, which is going to give you a 73 to 225 ratio, which makes sense because of that Renhorn Stone Thresher, which is going to give you a crap ton of base attack and a crap ton of crit damage. You are about to do nuts amount of damage with Noel. Honestly, I don't think a Noel should be allowed to do this much damage, but hey man, you break all the rules. You give Noel 2k defense, a crap ton of crit rate and crit damage, and you can make her absolutely busted. Yeah, this is essentially what is the perfect Noel, other than a couple artifact optimizations which you can do. Your talents are perfect, your weapon's perfect, you have the perfect Noel. We're going to give you a 9.5 out of 10. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for our video today. I hope you enjoyed today's unit review video, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace.